Don't dally. If you're here to be examined, let's get you examined.
Yeah, take a look at me, Doc.
Now, go over your symptoms for me, one at a time.
Feeling sick. I think it's radiation.
We'll clean you up, don't worry.
Alright, welcome back to another Fallout 4 location video, and today we tackle Faneuil Hall, Faneuil Hall, Funeral Hall? I don't freaking know what it is. It's F Hall. There you go, the title's in the name. You clicked on the video, it's Faneuil. I'm pretty sure it's Faneuil. Either way, if I sound stupid, whatever. Getting wrecked by this freaking super mutant dog. Now, we came to this area completely underprepared. I mean, it showed in the beginning of the video. I have honestly not played Fallout in 2 weeks. Now, it showed in the beginning of the video where I was still in the business suit from the last video that I made. The, Cambridge, maybe? Polymer Hospital, I think it was. You guys watched it, you know what it's called. It's on YouTube. I can always go back and look at the name. I don't need to remember them, right? I mean, I come up with them. I guess I don't. I just kind of use the name of whatever the location is to let you know what you're getting yourself into here. Like this video. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into when it comes to Hayward Gaming here on Mad Archer Media. So, I'm having total technical difficulties recording this video, so if there's some choppiness, I apologize. Back to the video. Why are we in our menu here? Oh yeah, we're healing after getting wrecked by freaking 4 super mutants and a super mutant hound. These guys are just coming in with laser rifles. Now, who the hell in the entire Commonwealth gave a freaking super mutant a laser rifle? Why the hell did these super mutants... How are they that smart? Are they that advanced from Fallout 3? Fallout 3 super mutants were moving forward, and Fallout New Vegas moved them even... Well, they weren't in New Vegas because they're not in that area. I guess they're only in Bethesda games. So, game studios. I mean, if you didn't know, I'm pretty sure the guys that made New Vegas, Obsidian, made Fallout 1 and 2, and then Bethesda bought the rights, made Fallout 3. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'm not really sure. I mean, watch me make up for it by shooting this guy 4 times and not hit him, because his cauldron in front of him. But I really want to talk about the graphics in Fallout 4 here. And they did update the draw distance. Now, the draw distance is when I'm drawing here, you see the super mutant in the distance, and the stuff that I can see in an actual 2020 view looks cool, and the stuff in the back looks blurry. Now, normally, the stuff that I could see in the 2020 view without a sniper rifle, obviously because it's a magnified scope, would be blurry, and the stuff in the far distance would be terrible. Like, that looks awesome. Everything about that looks sweet. I mean, it's a green scope, obviously, so you don't really see... It doesn't really pop with the color of Fallout 4. Now, this gameplay was pretty dark for the most part in the building. It's kind of lightish out here right now. It shows off... I mean, the city looks sweet. And this is only a court. This is only like an alleyway and one building. There's tons of buildings in here. I mean, not all of them are accessible. Obviously, they couldn't make every single location accessible, but there is a crap ton of areas to explore and walk through and just look at. I mean, Fallout 4 is an amazing game, and for everybody that keeps saying Fallout 4 is a terrible game, and for everybody that keeps saying Fallout 4's graphics are horrible, and for everybody that keeps complaining, they keep listening. So keep complaining, but don't complain so much, because then It's obviously not going to discourage them. They've made enough money. They know what they do you like, and they know they can differentiate the haters from the not from the people that love their games, from the people that are actually giving them facts of what they need to improve. Todd Howard's a smart person. He built a team of smart people at Bethesda. They know what they're doing. So you can hate all day, but the people that actually hate for a reason and say, "Hey, we want this. We want this. Keep it up. Keep stepping up. You're changing games. You're changing the way." Now Bethesda's sweet. I mean, they're not perfect, obviously, but they do usually do the right thing for everybody. A lot of people say they leave their stuff to modders, which is true for the most part. I mean, they can't do everything, but they are giving us the overhauled hardcore survival mode, which I think it's called survival mode now, and it was hardcore in New Vegas, and in New Vegas it was more intense, like winter mattered, and you had to rest and eat and sleep and do all these things, and it just made everything harder. And in Fallout 4, which was like Fallout 3, all the monsters are just bullet sponges now. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that sucks, because their bullets are far and few as it is. Now, if you're able to craft bullets, now that would be a great aspect to bring in. Now, modders have already brought in crafting bullets, but Bethesda can do it better. Bethesda brings in crafting bullets for survival mode, because they said, etc. They said there'll be hunger, there'll be sickness, there'll be etc. or more, however they put it. Whatever they put it meant more stuff. Now, what does that more stuff mean? That more stuff could mean bullet crafting. Now, bullet crafting's already in mods, but we're still waiting for the development kit for people to start making official mods, because none of the mods right now are official and you can only get them on PC. Now, Bethesda announced console mods. Now, the way console mods are going to work is Bethesda has their website that you can go to and download off of the website. Now, it's a PlayStation 4. What are you going to go through your search engine? It's a crappy, it's not even the internet. So there's going to have to be either an app that you go on and download, or you go on the computer and you download it off the computer and you download it into your PS4. But you go on your computer is the key word. I don't have a computer. I have access to a computer, but I don't want to use the access to the computer. When I hear console mods and I get excited for console mods, I want to use my console to get for the mods. You get what I'm saying here? And that, when I cut over to, look at that. Look at that. Look at those graphics. That was like a painting. Bethesda makes paintings. Leave them alone. The game's beautiful. Yeah, look at the draw distance on this. When I'm looking at it like that, it doesn't look as sweet. But when I'm looking at it when I'm shooting, it looked freaking detailed as hell. And the whole game to me just looks more polished. It just looks more smoothed over. It just looks better in general. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's Maybelline. Let me know. Moving on to hardcore survival mode, which I keep dropping hints on what I'm going to talk about it. You go through, you're crafting bullets. You have to... No, what the hell just happened there? Piper, stop it. You're on fire. Run, Piper! Okay, you're okay. We go through, and nuclear storms may mean something. Maybe they'll add mid-nuclear winter, which would be amazing. Maybe they'll add winter period. Winter and Fallout. DLC, are they going to expand on the Commonwealth? Which would be amazing if they just expanded what they already have. Made a whole nother little chunk. Something. Or made more areas than what we already got. I want, just like we got in Skyrim, to where you could build houses. I want to be able to build shelters. I want to go underground in a Fallout shelter. This is Fallout. Why the hell can't I build a Fallout shelter? I could build the stupid dome thing above ground with the metal freaking... I hate the settlement mode. I'm sorry. That's why I don't make any videos of me doing the settlement mode. It's just annoying. because I hate that everything's not cylindrical and you can't perfectly put the walls together, and my freaking staircase won't match up with my freaking front door, and no matter what you do, stupid sanctuary, damn you, you're the only stronghold I really go to. And Red Rocket, little gas station, but that's mine, and keeps Valentine there and Strong there, and they kind of hang out. I think I moved Valentine to Sanctuary. Either way, I have a couple strongholds, but I don't use them. I don't care. I just don't. I mean, maybe I'll get into it in a hardcore mode. Hardcore mode for settlements could be amazing, but there's 30 settlements, and 30 settlements to take care of in a hardcore setting. That would be a game by itself. I mean, people have already made settlement mode a game by themselves. In the beginning, they just never left Sanctuary. They just kind of built up stuff, but I don't know how you get enough supplies to build up Sanctuary without leaving Sanctuary. That doesn't make any sense, but I mean, eventually they would have had to leave. How boring is that? I woke up this morning, got some tomatoes, planted another plant. That got yourself a gun. I don't know. Anyways, when I would be going through this area per se, minus the fireball. Now, that fireball, that is a whole nother game in itself. In other games, if this was Final Fantasy, that would be a save point. If this was Legend of Dragoon, I don't know if that was in Legend of Dragoon, but this is any other RPG, that would be a key fucking factor right there. I would walk up to that fire and save it, and I kind of just blast at it to see if it does anything. If that exploded, that would have been awesome. A fiery blast. But this gun I'm using right now freaking sucks. Maybe I can update it and mod it a little bit and just try to put something on it to make it better. I don't know. You'll see as I go through. Watch my bullets. They just deplete completely. And this gun would not be a hardcore mode type gun. Now, what would you use in hardcore mode? Because when I think of hardcore mode, I think of penalty to your strength. Penalty to, which in penalty to your strength means you can't carry as much. So if you can't carry as much, what does that mean for your character? Does that make you, because when I do this hardcore survival, I don't want a teammate. I don't want to have a companion. I want to go through by myself, but I want it to be like if I have too many, because you need tin cans, obviously. Maybe they'll put something in the tin cans because food will mean something. So maybe you'll get you some pork and beans on. Post-apocalyptic pork and beans. Yeah, the gun was ridiculous. Look at that. We had 200 ammo before we walked out here, and we just, oh my god, it took forever to kill those super mutants. But in hardcore survival, do you build fires? Do you craft all the time? Do you have portable crafting stations? Is that why it's key? Actually, that makes sense why it would be key to have all 30 strongholds across the Commonwealth, because moving from stronghold to stronghold, you'd be able to eat, you'd be able to sleep, you'd be able to heal. Maybe you can bring all your inventory over. That would be where you keep your guns, because if it's a penalty to how much you can carry, you're honestly, on your travels, are going to take your strongest heavy, your strongest light weapon, maybe 2, maybe 3 weapons, a couple Molotovs, and food. If there's a penalty to strength, you are going to carry food all day. Now, are the strongholds spaced out enough to it doesn't really matter? You can just kind of jump in, make yourself, maybe you built your stronghold as you go through, and maybe you can transfer your save from regular to hardcore. That would be kind of cool in a different playthrough, to where you can see, maybe you put a crap ton of time into regular mode and you got a bunch of strongholds built up and you want to bring those over. Just the strongholds themselves, not your character. That would be awesome. Kind of something, some ideas, throwing them out there. But I don't know if any of them are going to stick. I mean, you guys are the ones that make it. Let Bethesda know I'm talking to them. Share the video. But yeah, I just want to get that out there that they are overhauling the quote-unquote survival mode, which it's crap. I mean, it's crap right now. You're just going through, and radiation storms don't mean anything. And I think it would be awesome to bring back the mini game that was in Fallout 3, the surgery that you had to heal yourself, amputation, whatever, and have it when you get super radiated. Maybe you do grow an arm out of your stomach, or you grow a finger out of your nose, or your eye kind of deforms, or maybe you turn into a ghoul. Could you imagine a DLC to where you turn into a feral ghoul or a super mutant and you were shunned from society? And depending on how far you went, maybe that was an ability, like how I think it was Downguard, to where you could turn into a vampire and a werewolf, like a super vampire and a super werewolf. I don't know. There was a bunch of DLCs. That was the biggest it was the big expansion for Skyrim. I know I'm talking about Skyrim in the Fallout 4 game, but hey, it's my story. Listen to it. In Skyrim, this is my playthrough on the Xbox 360. I had several playthroughs, PC, but this is my freaking 100 or 200 hour playthrough on the 360. Now I'm going through, and I know I have a PS4 now, but I also had a PS3, and PS3 sucked, PS4 sweet. But I'm going through, and I get to this cave. Now this cave, I had no idea these things were vampires. Maybe they told me they were vampires, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was just running through. Now somehow one of them, like, scratched me, or, like, bit me, or whispered a sweet nothing in my ear, gave me a cookie, whatever he had to do, he turned me into a freaking vampire. And I did not know I was a vampire until I walked out into the daylight, and I was like, and I was like an egg on the hood of a car on a hot summer day. And I was like, holy crap, what, I went into my little quest menu, and it showed me I was a vampire, and it showed me the negatives, and I was like, this sucks, because you could become a vampire and werewolf originally in Skyrim itself, and then they came out the DLC, which, well, I don't know if you become a werewolf, but you can become a vampire. And when they came out the DLC, you become a beastly werewolf, or a beastly vampire that, like, floated around and shot lightning bolts out of his hands, and completely changed the immersion of the game when they did that. It was intense. They could do that with Fallout 4. They could allow you to grow limbs. When you get super radiated, you become, instead of dying. Like, I'm tired just when you get over radiated, just dying. It's so cliche. Now this part, this is not an editing mistake. I do die here. Transition. And now I'm back in the bathroom. Ta-da! Movie magic. And they try it again. Holy crap. We almost died there. But I wanted to add that part because I wanted to show you why I switched to this missile launcher and really give emphasis on why this was so important to me, because they made me use all my food. They made me come in here and use all my freaking plasma bullets. I'm already out of bullets. I told you I was freaking way underprepared for this battle, but I guess I had enough. I had enough to get through. Obviously I made the video and it's a half hour long, so not much editing either. And I'm going through with this freaking missile launcher, and I'm just wrecking everything. I was done. And if you come across food paste, I guess I did learn something from this experience. If you come across food paste, I have no idea where I got it, but food paste will heal the hell out of you. I don't know if there's minimal radiation, if any at all. I mean, it's food paste. I don't remember. We had a couple bullets and other things. I didn't want to shoot the freaking mutant dog right in front of me with a missile and blow both of us up and die again, and then have to start all over. But yeah, in conclusion of my story, I became a vampire, and I was mad as hell, because the downside of it was way more than the upside of it. You could only go out at night, you couldn't go out during the day, you had to hunt, you had to feed, all these things. And then you became the freaking overlord vampire, which they don't have that in Fallout. There's no way to overtake the Brotherhood, there's no way to become the leader of the Railroad. And I understand they want to keep Fallout completely different than Skyrim, but it was sweet in Skyrim, it would be sweet in Fallout. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. That's one man out of 9 billion people's opinion. So, if you got your own opinion, let me know. Maybe you don't want that in this. Maybe you didn't want to take over the Brotherhood of Steel. Spoiler alert if you haven't beat the game by now. There was a cut scene. There was a cut content from the Brotherhood where you take over and you become the leader of the Brotherhood. Maybe there was cut content where you become the leader of the what is it? The Institute. I'm not really sure, but it would be sweet to me. I mean, the immersion itself right now, look at that. Bam, right behind him. Still got him with the ricochet. This scene coming up, this next scene, and I was gonna do it when I was fighting this legendary super mutant enforcer, and you'll see why I didn't here, because he is just eating these missiles. I mean, he is just wrecking me by just taking these missiles and engulfing them. And I'm like, crap. So I hit him with this one. Damn, didn't take that much damage. He just took it. Maybe I didn't hit him head on with that one. But then I hit him with this one. And now for a fact, it even slow-mo's it. Boom! He still takes it. And we do a quick save there. Quick little, literally quick save. Freaking Piper shoots him and kills him. Because we missed with this missile. And if that missile would have been the crucial moment of this entire battle, because this next guy isn't obviously as strong. But watching this scene right here, this is for all those haters of Bethesda. This is for you. You can't tell me that wasn't epic. That one scene for me, I recorded that and I sent it to Mark, and he was like, dude, that was sweet. That's Mark from the Jay and Mark podcast, if you guys didn't know. Jay, Mark's brother, on the channel. Go watch it. Also, come over and watch I mean, you're obviously already watching Hayward Gaming. Ding! Like I said, I just finished this whole thing with this missile launcher, and I hold nothing back. Even close range here, I'm just like, you know what? Eat this. Eat this, Super Mutant. I'm done with you guys. It's just wrecking. A Fat Man would have been sweet in here. A Fat Man would have been amazing in here. That slow-mo scene back there would have been sweet. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to bring my Fat Man out for the next video. If you want me to bring out the Fat Man for the next video, hit like. Hit like on this video. And I'll know, the more likes I get on this one, I'll know you want to see me use a Fat Man on something sweet in the next video. Could be one of the big 5 creatures. I've already defeated Swan. Unfortunately, I didn't have the video of it. It was an epic battle. Backed into a garage. I'm sure I told the story when I walked past him in the Finding Sean video and revealed that I did fight Swan and wasn't going to leave it out, but I didn't record it like a dummy. If you want to see me fight one of the big 5 creatures, they're pretty much all just behemoths, but there is one that's not a behemoth. It's the freaking beast. I think you fight it twice. We'll find out. But if you do fight all 5 creatures, you get an achievement or a trophy. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, again, hit like, and I'll go fight all 5 creatures and make a video of it. Except for obviously Swan. I'll go walk over to Swan and show you again that he's dead. And that would be a shorter video, obviously. I'm not gonna show the entire battle, but I will go freaking mini nuke the hell out of those guys. It probably won't be as sweet as the other video I watched where the dude had the modded mini nukes where it was like 6 mini nukes and it was like and then there's another dude that was shooting out 2 mini nukes at a time. I don't know, maybe that wasn't a mod, maybe it's just a mod of the weapon, but it was 2 mini nukes stuffed into the Fat Man, and the Fat Man had nothing different about it, and they just came out at the same time, and it was like 1 mini nuke split into 2. I don't know. Maybe it was a perk. I don't know. That would be awesome if I could just do that without modding the game at all. Just modding my weapon, going to the workstation, building something on my Fat Man or my mini nuke, upgrading it to the point to where it would shoot out 2 mini nukes at one time. Game changer. Game changer. There will always be a Fat Man in my followers inventory from there on out. 'Cause I have enough mini nukes. Right there. Go back to the graphics conversation we had in the beginning. Look at that hair. That hair just seems so much more detailed. That helmet, that outfit, this elevator looks like crap. But the elevator is supposed to look like crap. Just, I mean, everything looks like shit in green. This light makes everything look like you're looking through it in night vision. And this is kind of a confusing part for me because we come out the door and we're actually lower, and it was like going to 3rd floor, and I was like, and this is why I'm walking around in confusion here, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? 3rd floor? Well, I'm on the 2nd floor, but it's good because I didn't realize I didn't grab those bottle caps. Remember, always explore the damn game. Just play the game. These Fallout 4 location videos are future videos of just little fillers for Finding Sean Season 2. It's coming, guys. I see you watched Finding Sean Season 1. That's enough for me to make a Season 2. I will come out with... These are videos... Obviously, there's videos separate from what I will be doing in Finding Sean. But 9 times out of 10, this one is just a quest for the Brotherhood, progressing that. This isn't really me exploring, doing a Finding Sean thing. But the last video was me just walking around, and I just came across it and was like, hey, this was awesome. I'm going to record this. And I usually try to keep an eye on my time. I got a clock. So I know every 15 minutes you have to hit the damn share button. I wish I just had a camera. But it would be a camera just pointed at my TV, though. So... what would be better? Just keep up with the 15 minutes so you guys get maximum quality, or have a camera pointed at my TV and possibly not capture exactly what I'm looking for. This, I just kind of walk around here because there was nothing on the roof. I don't know if you noticed with what I was talking, but there was a grenade that dropped down the stairs out of nowhere, and I was so confused because I walked in there and I shot the nuke and the missile, and it was just a hound, and there was no mutants anywhere. I came all the way up the stairs, no mutants, and then we just go back and finish what this whole location was all about. This little quest we did here for the Brotherhood. A little bit of dialogue coming up, a little bit of a side quest, but look how many areas I have explored in Fallout 4. I mean, and I haven't even touched the game yet. I haven't even touched it. So all those people there saying Fallout 4 is small, you haven't played the game, sir. There is at least for me, way over 400 hours worth of gameplay. I mean, it kind of progresses. Every time I pick it up, it seems like the day actually progresses as the day in real life as I'm playing the game. It kind of just, if it was a half-hour real time, it's kind of like it doesn't skip 30 days in the game. It's more, I mean, the days obviously aren't 24-hour days, but it's a little bit slower progression, and I'll let these guys talk.
Your payment for a successful recovery. I'll always want more tech, so believe me, I'll never run short of missions. Let me know if you're anxious to get back out there.
That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Stay alert.
This guy coming up is a dick. Also, like us on Facebook, Matt Archer Media. I love you. Peace.